You can see who the witness was that they interviewed.
Casey Hatwood is a student at Indian River State College. She also just solved a cold case that had perplexed law enforcement for 34 years.
It was really nice giving the family closure. I think that was the most rewarding part of it.
Casey didn't solve it by herself. She was one of 8 students on the case. Their detective work was all part of a class at the college, the Institute for Cold Case Investigations, founded by Dr. Kimberly Masnick.
One, I wanted to give students the hands-on experience of what they have learned in the 4 years of their education.
Here's how this works. The Institute partners with the Indian River County Sheriff's Office, who gives them a cold case.
They give us, we have absolutely everything as far as evidence, suspects, this, that.
And we're teaming them up with both traditional sworn law enforcement detectives and our forensic crime scene investigators.
And then the students go to work.
We did absolutely everything on our own. They were here to assist us and answer questions, but we had to do all the research. We had to go through all the evidence.
For this class, they looked at the case of Stephen Patterson, a 28-year-old man found burned to death in a car just outside Vero Beach in 1988. It had been ruled a homicide. The students spent more than 100 hours working the case.
This is their actual supplement report, so this is what their findings were.
And then they found something interesting from the medical examiner.
They had a revised death certificate from 5 years after the case, and the ME actually changed the cause of death to suicide.
But that change never made it to the sheriff's office. With this new information, the class was able to close a case that had been pending since 1988.
I had never been so proud as a professor in my whole life.
In a cold case, it's not unusual, especially one that's decades old, to find things that weren't found early on.
The next class is now on to the next case, a homicide from 1989.
We have a single victim. We have multiple suspects.
There is a shirt that the victim was wearing that had blood on it.
And when this one is done, there will always be more waiting, and Dr. Masnick students want their shot at solving all of them. In Fort Pierce, Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.